I Respectfully Disagree podcast, episode 135. Got Charlie in the building with us, man. Welcome back, man.
Thank you. Always good to be back. Hello, everybody. Everybody having a good weekend.
So today, man, before we even get started, I'm telling y'all now, people ain't gonna agree with it. Ain't nobody gonna like.
That's fine.
Exactly, it's fine. Like you hit me up earlier, and I was at our basketball game, so I didn't have time to talk. And I told you I would hit you back, and I was like, you know what, as I'm in here, let's just turn this into a podcast episode. And I shared a post the other day because I was listening to the Ricky Smiley Morning Show, and they did a segment talking about Amber Rose, talking about how she wants to be single and all this and that. So then later on in the day, it was on the Shade Room as well. So it's like all this stuff is just making all this noise in terms of like national headlines all over the place. And it's like Amber Rose wants to be single, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I shared it and I said to myself, I was like, it ain't where men are gross. It's like everybody's burnt out on that. And now that you're not getting the attention, here you go pouting and crying. I was like, you're damaged goods at this point. So that's what I shared. And then that's when you hit me up and you said you wanted to talk about it. But before I give you the floor, I'm going to play it. This is straight from her mouth.
They're filthy.
They're fucking gross.
So,
like, I want to be single for the rest of my life.
No, I feel that. Yeah. It's scary. It's really, really scary. Mm-hmm. So are you dating right now?
No, not really. I don't want penis. I don't want to share my house or my life with anyone.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone around my kids. I don't want to have sex.
You don't?
No.
What? Wait, why? You just think it's gross?
No,
you don't get horny.
Guys, dick sling. It's so gross. I don't want it.
No, there are good guys out there. I've never met them, like personally, but like I know they exist.
Yeah, they're married. Like my best friend has an amazing husband.
Yeah.
He's like the last one.
He was the last fucking one standing. Okay, so we're fucked. So I'm completely fine with being a lesbian though.
Yeah, me too.
I could totally do that.
Yeah.
Have you
I'm
ever
fine with being by myself too?
Oh, see, that's something I don't understand. I'm like one of those people I cannot be alone.
Really?
No, and I need to work on it.
I'm very happy to like not share my bed with anyone.
I love that. That's incredible. So
that's what we gonna talk about tonight. This clip, and before we even get started, man, the topic today is, do y'all really believe Amber Rose wants to be single? Do y'all agree or disagree?
I believe, yeah.
Out the gate. So I'm going to give you the floor, man. You hit me up earlier, so we haven't had a conversation, ladies and gentlemen. So this is going to be raw talk. Let's go.
This is raw talk. But first of all, I want to say this. Her feelings just hurt. That's all that is.
I agree.
Her feelings hurt.
1,000%.
Because the thing is, old buddy got with Cher. And this is my whole thing. This is my whole thing with this. I want to go off the good movie 300. What's his name? I don't remember his name. Theonidas or something like that.
Yep.
When he went up that mountain to that Coliseum with all the monks. He trying to get permission to go to war. And what did they say? What do you offer? What does she has to offer, man? That's the whole thing she need to look at. She really, and it goes for men and females, man. It's not just on females, but we're going to go up to Amber Rose. Honestly, man, what are you known for? Let's get that off the gate. You came in from a stripper. Kanye picked you up. You didn't have no talent. You just look good. You got with honestly, she got with every high-class rapper, but if you think about it, she got with rappers she thought was younger she can manipulate. If you think about it. From Kanye, Wiz Khalifa to 21 Savage. She thought she could control Wiz Khalifa and 21 Savage. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The thing is, like Amber Rose always went off sex. She always went off sex. Even when she tried to do a slut walk. Honestly, you degrading women by calling each other sluts. Like, that won't last long, man, because like that's not long term. And to me, it's like, let the women do what they want to do. Just like when she was on the thing with Drink Champs.
Look, I got that clip here. I was just waiting for you to finish. I'm going to play that clip as well.
That right there, my brother. When you say, what's wrong getting money, this and that, bro, look, at the end of the day, as a woman, okay, you got to have something you bring to the table. You can't just go out sex appeal forever because you're going to get older. And honestly, with a guy, when they look at you for lust, that's short term, man. Any guy, I don't care what guy say, you can like all the fake booties in the world, all the little hoochies, whatever. But at the end of the day, you want somebody that you can rely on, you can trust on, behind your back, who's going to be there for you to hold you up in a time of need. She doesn't offer that, man. She doesn't offer that at all. And I'm not saying she's not a nice person. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is you all sex appeal, honestly, and then you did the OnlyFans where you showing your body and stuff like that. What respects are you giving to yourself? And for a dude to go with a 70-something-year-old woman, that shows just because you look good and got this and third don't mean anything at the end of the day. It doesn't mean
And that's
nothing.
where I'm going to chime in at, because when I first heard it, I didn't pay it no mind, because that's my first thought was like, that was coming from a position of hurt. When you start talking about men are gross, men are this, I'd rather be a lesbian, and no disrespect to her or actual lesbian women. I'm not here to degrade her. I'm not here to talk about women or anything like that. What I'm saying is you built your whole persona based off of an image. And now that image has kind of lost its limelight, now all of a sudden you have this victim mentality, and to me, it's a cry for attention. Yes. And I wanted to say something or do an episode when she done the drink champs. And I was like, nah. I was like, at the end of the day, I don't want to come off as sexist or put out all this information to rouse women up and things like that. But I was like, to me, that's two different energies. You was on the drink champs, and you can just tell how she spoke. It's like, to me, when you start saying or using the term culture vulture and things like that, I get it. She's multicultural. Like, she has, you know what I'm saying? She's not white. So every now and then people give her a pass for dropping the N-bombs and things like that. But then when you go on a podcast with the Sophia Franklin chick, it's almost like you're a totally different person. Like, you speak proper, you speak like you have this victim mentality, and it's like, come on, like, you can't keep playing both sides of the coin. So I'm gonna play this clip real quick.
Women get on from fucking niggas, right? You said that in your freestyle.
Yeah.
And you want to know why.
Not me, no.
But you said that in your freestyle.
No, what I said.
Can we replay it? Can we replay the freestyle?
Well, I could just say it.
Okay.
I could just say it.
But I heard what you said. That's why I felt some type of way.
No, I said, we'll get all the views. Violence, stupid new challenge, whole lot of ignorant dudes on the news wilding, chicks booked for 2,000, post the new styling. Think about it. Having no talent, that's the new talent. I saw a chick on red carpet. I said, tell me what you do. She said, I'm pretty, pairs, clit, titties, belly button too. I twerk for the gram. My videos get hella bunch of views. That's very fucking cool. But tell me what you do. It's disgusting. They say hoes women.
But why? Why is it disgusting? Because you're a hater. Men are haters that women make money and go get booked for 2,000 because they're fucking pretty.
No.
Don't hate the bitch. Hate the consumer.
I was
wrong?
still going.
No. But he's saying it from an observatory.
Yeah.
But you're
angle.
observing a bitch making money because
right, so
she's
you ready
pretty
for this?
and
Hold on.
twerking.
Wait. Hold on.
Let
hold
the
on,
bitch twerk and make her fucking money.
Check this out, though. Check this out. Look.
Am I tripping?
Check this out.
Where's the bitch?
What about when you did that? What about the girl when she did that, right?
So
and got the 2,000, right? For 3 months, right?
So?
But then she was gonna get 10 million from this company, but then seen her do that shit and said, nah, it's over now.
Why is that your business? Why is that your business? Stay out of women's business.
That's hurting. No.
Hurting who?
Herself.
It ain't you. Mind your business.
It's hurting herself, though.
But
you get it?
Stop policing women's bodies.
No, think about that.
Stop.
It would. So,
listen
look,
to me.
it's not about no body.
No,
it's not about policing a body.
Policing women's bodies. If she wants to twerk and make $2,000.
So would you not?
Yourself.
What if you giving her advice? What if you know she can make 10 million? She about to, right?
I ain't no she, man.
Look. All right, I got a question. If you knew a woman was gonna make 10 million 3 months from then, if
Who
she
the
didn't
fuck
did
knows
this,
that? Who knows the future? A fortune teller?
Recording in
somebody
progress.
that was gonna give her the 10 million. How about that?
But my whole thing is, how
What if
you
you-
gonna
what if
pay the bills for the past 3 months? She don't know what the fuck's gonna happen
without nothing and don't conform? Because they know what they gonna get later. So niggas don't just take the quick bread.
You want somebody to
we
be
never know the quick bread. You just said you want us to care.
Guys,
Right?
don't want us to care.
You just said you wanted us to care.
So after hearing that clip, bro, I was just like, you got two different energies. On one hand, hold on. On one hand, you're proud, like quit policing women's bodies and quit doing this and doing that. But then on the other hand, you paint this picture like, oh my God, men are so gross. Nobody's giving me attention. I'd rather be alone. I'd rather do this and do that. And it's like you had a man right in front of you telling you, and this wasn't even him talking to her directly. It was just a freestyle in terms of how men view society today. You got all these women that glorify being, you know what I'm saying? Like you out here showing your body for the whole world to see. Anybody can jump on OnlyFans and see everything that you got to offer. What makes you think a man's gonna want you for anything other than sex? Like you looking for a man that's gonna hold you at night and cuddle you and turn you into a wife, but you done put everything that you got out for every man in the world to see. So the respect ain't gonna be there from the jump. And that's why I'm just like, bro, like this is really the energy that people are on these days. And then when a man says something, he's trying to police women's bodies. He's trying to tell women what to do. It's like, nah, a man is telling you what he prefers. That's cool for fun thrills. And if you look at her track record, how she even became famous, it's like, bro, you've been around for a minute. You had your moment. You had your 15 minutes of fame. And I saw another clip online where somebody's like, bro, she's just depressed because now she's nothing other than a baby mama. And I'm like, bro, that shit had to cut deep. So hell yeah, I'm gonna sit around and talk about I'd rather be a lesbian or I'd rather be single, because it's like, ain't nobody looking at you like that.
My thing is, even if you get a woman, the woman can act like a dude too. The woman can cheat on you all day too. I don't know where that's supposed to solve. But I remember with Drink Champs, I think Matt Hoffa, that he said that like she wasn't even giving that energy off at the beginning. She was very respectful, but as soon as they got live, that's when she changed. So like that's right, he was kind of shook how she was acting, because she wasn't acting like it off.
You putting on a show, bro, and a hit dog gonna holler. I don't give a damn what nobody say. A hit dog gonna holler.
Correct. And the thing is too, dude, when you call yourself a bitch and other women bitches, you don't respect yourself
at all.
I don't care what she say. Talking about what's wrong with making money. Nah, man, like honestly, it's a lot of young ladies out here that think this is the way to go and this is the only way to make money, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're hurting them. And not to mention, what happens if they do go out and meet one of these dudes for $2,000, $3,000? You know what they got to do to get that money? And what makes you think that they're going to get raped and then they're going to get murdered and stuff like that? Like, nah, man, you really talking from one side, and you ignorant for saying that. And then another thing too, I saw Intervention. She had an Intervention episode. It was the worst episode I ever seen on Intervention. And like she supposed to be on there to help her friend. It's all about her. And then her friend's daughter, you could tell, man, she been through it, man, because her mama wasn't there and stuff like that. She said, well, I helped her out to get out of the streets. I had to go in the strip club. It's easy, clean money. There's no clean money in the strip club. I said she can get hooked on drugs, prostitution, everything from the strip club. What you talking about? Basically, you got this girl on here showing photos of her doing like modeling and stuff like that. She's only like 18 years old. You exploiting her. I said that's stupid. And then you didn't even help your friend for real. It was all about you.
But that's all about you. Like we're at a point in society where that is so glorified to where it's like there's no human decency, and it's like a man is in the wrong for telling a woman to have some more self-respect. And if a man says that he's stepping out of bounds, you shouldn't tell a woman what to do with her body. And it's like, bro, it ain't about telling her what to do. It's like, yes, you're making money. I see all these different people with OnlyFans, and yes, technically they're not, some of them are not having sex. Some of them are just on there twerking, doing whatever they do with toys and things like that. And they're making money by doing it. And like she said, I will give her credit. It's like, don't get mad at her, get mad at the consumer. And I agree with her wholeheartedly, because I'm like, those are just the times that we've all, like, porn has always been a big industry. It's where now you don't have to go through a damn company to become a porn star. You can become a porn star from at home. So it's like now everything is easy access, so everybody is out to make a quick buck. But it's like, to me, in my opinion, you're selling yourself literally to make money. And like dude was trying to say in the video, it's like, okay, you get to a point in life where you're like, you know what, I don't want to do this no more. I want to make a decent earning or put myself out here and be presentable and this and that. Well, when you go to an employer or go to anywhere who does a background check and they stumble across that, then you're no longer a representation of their company. So then when they don't hire you, now you have this whole victim mentality. It's like, oh, I was young and I was this, and it's like, no, it's like at the end of the day, that's still a stain that's going to stay with you. And that's why I'm saying, it's like, she's at a point in life. She has 2 children. She's been through all kinds of different relationships, and all these people keep cheating. I was like, bro, there's a reason why people done cheated. Like, every situation you done been in, people done cheated on you. It's like, at some point in time, you have to look in the mirror and hold yourself accountable. But then you walk around, you got this big stupid ass tattoo on your forehead. And it's like, who's going to be proud of that? But my thing is this, and then I'll give you the floor back. It's like, if you're going to present yourself in that manner, then you got to wear the hat. And you got to take whatever comes with it. Just like when she tried this whole rap music, whatever that was, a mockery of rap. It's like, your whole song is everybody get your hoe on. But then when you get on this podcast, you're like, oh, I'm shy and I only done that because so many people called me a slut, so I just wanted to embrace it. Well, guess what? This is what comes with the territory. You don't get to play the victim. And that's why, like, that's the part that makes me mad. And it's like, when you try to have these a civilized conversation between a man and a woman, it's like it always turns sour because women think you're trying to belittle them or talk down on them. It's like, no, I shouldn't be the one coming to tell you to have more self-respect. And that's why I feel like times are so different now, because you know for yourself growing up, bro, and I always go back to the Nelly tip drill. They caught so much hell for that video to where they was trying to boycott it and do everything because they talked about how degrading it was to women and things like that. It's like, bro, you might be able to put the tip drill video on the Disney Channel now based on some of the things that's out here in the industry.
Not even as bad no more.
It's crazy.
All the uncooked not even as bad no more.
And that's because of what? Because now women have taken it to the extreme themselves.
Yeah, they made it normal too. I mean, the thing is, anything you do, man, there's pros and cons. And the thing is, when you do the OnlyFans thing, and don't get me wrong, not everybody does use OnlyFans for like erotic videos and sex stuff like that. Not everybody uses it for that. So I don't want to put that out there. But the people that do, there's pros and cons to it, and it does stay with you. And she knows that. Now you got kids out here and stuff like that. You know your kids gonna know about you when they older. You know what I'm saying? And to me too, it's like she said no good man out there, and I say this to women all the time. There's a good man out there, but do you want them good men? No, you don't, because you think you look down on them. You think it's boring, whatever, and you go with these dudes, and you know what these dudes bring. So don't come with that victim mentality. And I could be honest, man. Like when we was younger, man. There was a couple of women I talked to because I was like really respectful and I was real off the jump. Like, you know, some chicks, man, you know, they came to a point where I tried to date one chick, so she was out there 7 days a week partying, doing all this crap. And I saw how she acted. I said, this is not going to work. I can't make this work. Even though, like, everybody who went around, they said, dude, she wants you. That's why she be jealous when other chicks. It don't matter, man. I don't want that, man. I know what comes with that. There's no good coming with that. And I'm not saying that she was a bad person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still think she's a friend. It just, the thing is, it just wouldn't work on that level. And then I had some, man, they look at me like, I'll never forget it. I had one chick. Well, we know about this chick when I was young. Shoot, I'm gonna try to fight you, try to fight you. Stupid stuff. And like she told me, like when we was younger, she said, you just corny. Hurt my self-esteem to where when she came back. So man, I don't want to talk to her. And then, the thing is, I probably had a chance. I didn't do it. But then look at it. She got like 3 kids and all this stuff, man. Like, I dodged a bullet. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then when you get older, looking like, man, you was the prize. Don't look at me the prize. Now it's like DJ Academics weak tail. I'm not the prize. I said, my thing is like, you should have know that about me or somebody else when they're younger. And my thing is, I get tired of women, and dudes do it as well, man. I get tired when you sit there and say, there's no good women, no good men out there. No. It's what you attracted to. Change your mindset. Train your mind frame. You got to look at what was going to bring you happiness in the long term, not the short term. Like me and you married, man. Me and you married, okay? My thing is this. When I got married to my wife, the first time I met my wife, was it a little bit more on the eyes, a little bit less? Sure. But the thing is, over time, I got to know what type of person she was. I got to know that if I married this woman's going to ride or die with me. That's what you want. Right. You know what I'm saying? You probably argue with them, but they're going to be there for you. And to me, it's like, with Amber Rose, man, she just hurt, man. And honestly, for that dude to go with Cher, I don't know if he loves Cher or not. I don't know. I do not know. I can't say, but I can say this. What you call your special flower, I'm going to say it that way, that flower can die off a little bit. So, just because you got this short term on me, you're going to keep no man.
Exactly. And bro, it's like...
Another thing, too. What's not the thing that dude wasn't using her to get further along his career?
Exactly.
You ever thought about that?
Exactly.
I ain't know about that dude. We got one.
Nah, I ain't know who he was either. But you know what I'm saying? But going back to what you were saying about marriage and stuff, and real quick, shout out to my guy DJ with his new podcast, the Married Man's Confessions podcast. Y'all go check that out. He's 3 episodes in now, and it's some good stuff, man. So everything that you're saying is 100% correct as it relates to marriage. And that's why when I have these conversations with people, I always want to get a woman's perspective without the arguing, without the bickering. We should be able to sit down and have a civilized conversation so that you can understand a man's perspective, and then we turn around and understand a woman's perspective. But even if you listen to that Drink Champ, like, she never allowed him to get his thoughts out. Like, you just kept trying to overtalk him all the way to the point to where now you started asking the women around you for validation to make it sound like you're right and he's wrong. And it's like, that's not the point that he's trying to make. The whole thing that he was saying was no talent is the new talent. And as it relates to her, it's like, okay, you came into this industry off being a trophy piece for Kanye West. You were nothing more, nothing less, and no disrespect to her. I'm just saying the reality of the situation. Nobody knew who she was until she started walking on the arm of Kanye West. And then that fame and that success came, and it went to her head, and now she thought that she was up on their plateau in terms of she's somebody of importance. Then you jump with Wiz Khalifa. He was younger than her, like you said earlier. And that's a situation where it's like, okay, I married you, but I'm still in the height of my career as well. So he's put in all different kind of situations. And I'm not trying to justify him stepping out on his wife and cheating on her, because at the end of the day, she still deserves to be treated like a woman. If they did get married, then you have to honor your marriage. She's a wife at that point. But it's like he stepped out on her, and instead of coming to some kind of understanding or forgiving him, they decided to part ways. And then after that, you held on to that persona of, I'm a bad bitch. I'm a slut. I do what the fuck I want to. I walk around with my boobs hanging out. Excuse my language. I've been cussing. Might be this 1800 talking, but excuse me. But it's like you decided to go in that closet, take out that costume, and put it on, and you paraded yourself as the spokesperson for all the sluts in the world. But then when people talk to you and treat you as such, you throw your hands in the air and it's like, why are y'all doing this to me? Like, why don't I deserve to be loved? And why don't I deserve to be this and that? So it's like, boom, you jump in with 21. That don't work. Boom, you jump in with this guy. You have another baby, and then he steps out and cheats. So it's like, at this point, you're damaged goods. Like, what man is going to be walking around trying to pursue you at this point anyway?
Yes, and one thing too, and there's no disrespect. Talking to my wife about this too. We have these conversations. People talking about the comparison between the man and the woman. Honestly, I'm gonna be able to put it out there. Even if a guy does bad and stuff like that, he's more forgiving in society because I'm not saying it's right, but like it's this country as it is, like it's built on the shoulders of men. And even when people talk about Wiz Khalifa and 21 Savage, even when 21 Savage slut walk, he was able to get out of that because 21 Savage got talent. He was known for his music before he got with Amber Rose, so he could still redeem himself. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. She don't have that. She tried to do it with a talk show. Lord knows that didn't go nowhere. And then, like I said, man, it's just the subjects. It's just the titles that she put on herself. Like when the slut walk happened, I told my wife, I don't like that. I don't like the slut walk. What is that? That's craziness to me. And you got these women out here, and like I said, dude, it's gonna hurt everybody, man. That's not gonna work. And I said a lot of things, Amber Rose got lucky. She was one of the lucky ones to get out of her situation and got with Kanye with somebody like that. And honestly, she didn't capitalize on it. I know it's a lot of people.
I'll disagree there. She did capitalize on it because she became famous. She became famous. Everybody's run comes to an end.
No, I get that she became famous, but what I'm saying is, like, she didn't capitalize on it to make sure that she has something long term, that she don't have to keep on doing this stuff. So if the dude left her, she's sitting there like, I still got my businesses, I still got these. I'm doing okay for myself. Amber Rose not doing that great.
But that's what I'm saying. I think that's where the point we're at now. It's like, in my opinion, I feel like she's starting to realize that. So now you're grasping at straws, trying to figure out what ways can I not only stay relevant, but now I have to figure out how to make whatever I'm trying to do a business or make it lucrative to where I can maintain this image or lifestyle. Otherwise, you're going to be considered as a regular person moving forward. And now you got two kids as a result.
Yes. But I'm just saying, like, there's some women who was in the VO Vixen world or did what she did. But like what I'm saying, they capitalized on it to where like now it's like they really don't have to rely on just OnlyFans and everything. Like their brand speaks for itself. Amber Rose don't have none of that. She don't bring any of that to the table. That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, who wants to sit in the room and listen to her talk? I'm being honest. I'm being honest. Who wants to sit in the room and hear her talk? Because what are you bringing to the table? And when you have a partner, what are you bringing? She's not bringing something. It's something missing there. Because, dude, like, she got with all these people and, like, they leave and they go somewhere else or they cheat on her because you're looking just at your looks only. But what I'm saying is she get ready to turn 40. For a woman, okay, I put it like this. For a guy can be 50, 60 years old. And like I said, I respect all women. People know that about me. But what I'm saying is a man could be 50, 60 years old. But if he carries himself well and he's doing well for himself, it's not hard for him to go out there and get a younger woman or something like that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People are not going to look at him the same. As a woman, though, once you get like 40, you got kids and you single, different baby daddies, you don't got no goal for yourself, a dude gonna look at it and say, oh no, I don't want that burden. I'm not saying that makes you a bad woman, but like the thing is, a dude gonna look at that, I don't want that burden. What's gonna bring to that? Is she using me? Is she using me just for a golden ticket? Do I gotta worry about her baby daddies coming around trying to hassle me about because I'm taking care of their kids? What their kids gonna think? What I'm getting out of this? That's the thing that women need to understand. Okay,
right?
That's the thing, and we see it all the time, man. Like we see it all the time with women we probably knew who grew up and like, look at they struggling like crazy because dudes thinking about that. Now, I know some dudes they will get with a woman like that, and they probably got kids on their own. But I'm saying, if you go off of a person who got everything going on for themselves, and they look at you and say, "What do you bring to the table?"
Right. Hold on, real quick. Agree with what you're saying, and that's why I want to be clear from my perspective. I don't think financially she needs anybody because I mean, at the end of the day, she has a young child by Wiz. I'm pretty sure Wiz take care of his business. Whoever this other dude is, you know what I'm saying? In terms of that, I'm pretty sure those two gentlemen will make sure she's well off and their kids are in a stable environment. And hopefully based off of the deals and things that she's had prior to now, she's been smart with it. But I feel
Wiz said she's a good person. Wiz said they get along just fine. They communicate with their child. He says she's a good person.
So that's what I'm saying. Like what I'm saying to you is I literally think she's speaking from a genuine position of she's looking for companionship, and she's been hurt so many times to where it's like she's ready to give up on all of that. But I'm saying you still have to look yourself in the mirror and understand what part you played in how and why people continue to treat you this way. There's a reason for that, in my opinion. Like, a man knows who he's going to marry. Some may not agree with that, but I'm standing on that. A man knows at the end of the day what chick is just here for fun, what chick is just here for, you know what I'm saying, I'm here to get my rocks off, and that's all. That's the only way I look at you, is I'm just trying to get one off. Here goes somebody, I love their conversation, I'm just trying to kick it with them, chill with them or whatever. But then this person right here, she completes me. When I'm in dire need, she's there to fulfill my needs. Not sexually, but emotionally. She helps motivate me. She makes me a better man. That's my wife. So if I look at somebody who all they provide is an image to the world of, I'm a slut, I walk around and go to award shows and things with my breasts hanging out, and I wear a see-through dress with my vagina hanging out, I don't care about myself. That's how I view that. You have no self-respect, not only as a person, but as a mother. Those boys are going to grow up, and the internet is still going to have that. And in my opinion, that's the biggest concern. How are my kids going to look back? If something were to happen, how are the kids going to remember her? They know her from, oh, this is our mother. She's nurturing. She's loving at home and this and that. But the older they get, how does the rest of the world know your mother?
And how they going to take it?
I know for a fact. I saw everything Amber had to offer when she first came on the scene with Kanye and all that. Like, that's 10 or 15 years ago. Everybody has seen every inch of her body. So what makes you think, other than just, you know what, that's Amber Rose? A man is going after her, like you said. It might be him trying to come up. He's using her to come up. Because outside of that, everybody done seen what you got. Like, this ain't no, oh man, I cherish my wife, I love my wife. Like, hell, everybody done seen what you got.
Yeah. And then another thing too, I think when she said in the interview as well, that she don't get along with like Christian men and stuff like that. And I said, dude, like, you stereotyping, because not every Christian man gonna just judge you for what you do. Like, a Christian man can look at you, and if he see that you need companionship and you want to change your lifestyle how it is, Christian man will get with you and say, you know what? I don't care about your past. I care about who you are today. You can't sit there and stereotype everybody, because the people that you probably stereotype, you're not giving a chance to, is probably the ones that probably be best for you.
Yeah.
You just want to evaluate yourself.
Yep.
That's it. I think Amber Rose, she just hurt. She just speaking out of emotion. And don't get me wrong, man. I mean, shoot, that make anybody feel bad. But dude, leave you and go with a almost an 80-year-old woman. I mean, I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about everybody else, but what's that shirt video where she was on that sailor ship and them thong? I don't think it looks that pleasant today. So I mean, I'm just being honest. She probably got to take a bunch of pills and all kind of crap. That dude probably sitting there, man, I don't have to do much. They just for the buy time.
But it's like, it's one of them things, and this can be a whole nother conversation. It's like I truly would want to understand a person that became famous from her position. It's like, you were, in most people's eyes, just a normal girl living like most normal people do. If you know her backstory, it's like, you know, she talks about how she was in a single parent environment, and at 15 or 16 years old, she went out there and done what she had to do. Boom. You know, you had the golden opportunity, you know what I'm saying, the opportunity of a lifetime, mixing and mingling and brushing shoulders with Kanye West to the point to where it opened that door. And it's like, does fame become such a addiction to where it's like, I got to do anything I can to keep it? It's like, once you build this certain level of success or this image as the world sees you, once you start seeing that go away, is that the addiction to where it's like, I got to do whatever I can to stay up here? Like, nobody's willing to ride into the sunset and be happy with their window of opportunity.
I think it's like in today's times, because it's so easy for women to get the attention online, and that money that flows in so easy to get, to where, like, I think people really do try to do that to stay relatable, instead of, like, when we grew up, the women that was really like popular, we saw in magazines and stuff, wasn't the same like social media. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you know, when social media came in, they were older. You know, some of them probably did some things, but like not a lot of them. That's even like with the little Bad Baby chick, to Catch Me Outside, when she said something like, the dudes who pay for my subscription, they should go to jail. So no, you turn 18 and you put yourself out there. Are you gonna give the money back to them dudes who pay for you? I said, you can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. You put yourself out there like that. So any so-called creep that look at you when you're 18, you don't no say so. They pay for your services. It's just like going to a strip club. You think a 67-year-old man gonna look at him and say, my God, this could be my daughter? No, they looking like they old enough. If it grass on the field, play ball. They sitting there throwing money with everybody else. I'm just being honest. So you can't have it both ways.
And that's my thing. And like I said, we'll wrap it up. Ain't no sense in just keep dancing in circles saying the same things. But that's my angle. It's like, you can't sit here and put yourself out there. If people are going to pay for a subscription to my OnlyFans, then that's on them. You can't get mad at me for making honest money. To them, it's honest money. To them, it's quick money. But guess what? After whatever your window is, and people get tired of looking at you and nobody cares about what you have to offer, because now the next young, up-and-coming, whoever, sensation is out there, people have forgotten about you. But now after that, and you're done with your OnlyFans and blah, 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 and now you're ready to sit down and settle in and go find you a husband, you don't get to turn around and say all men are dogs and all men are gross because you can't find somebody. Like, no, every man that wanted anything that you had to offer, they've seen it. You put it out there.
The OnlyFans thing is addictive, man, because a lot of women I know out there, first they do prerogative pictures. First they do like pretty pictures. their private picture in lingerie, and all of a sudden when they don't get their attention, they start going nude, and someone start having sex. Like you get caught up in that web.
Yep.
OnlyFans, man. And you get
and then
caught
get
up
mad
in
when
it.
Society tries to judge you. It's like you did that to yourself.
You caught up in it.
But good stuff, man. Good stuff. Real quick.
Like I said, I saw Amber Rose in person. First time I moved to LA. Saw her in person. I was going to get a haircut in Hollywood. And then I tell you, she's beautiful in real life. I'm not going to lie. Like, she's beautiful in real life. I'm not going to lie to you. That's when, was that 2010? Was she with Kanye in? I think she was. Like, she was beautiful. I'm not going to lie, man. Just honestly, like, I put like this. If I met Amber Rose in person and she give me respect and I get respect back, I'll probably say, man, she's a cool, down-to-earth woman. But at the end of the day, you got to be honest with that woman. Like, you think what you're doing is going to help you out? I said, look within yourself.
Right.
I said, I can respect you because I know you, or we got to know each other. But another dude's not going to look at you the same way. And then for me, even if you're a cool woman, that doesn't mean I'm going to date you and I'm going to make you my wife, because I know there's a lot to come with that. Exactly. She honestly had to change the way she see herself. I mean, to be honest with you.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. It's like I said, no, I want to make sure that I'm clear. I'm not disrespecting her. I'm not disrespecting women or any of that. I'm giving you a man's perspective on how that whole situation looks from our lens. Like, she, to me, sounds like somebody that's broken. She's even admitted that. Like, I listened to the podcast. I listened to the full podcast and make sure I got the context of what was being said. And she did express how, she's constantly being hurt and she's just tired. And she's able to feel that way because based on everything that's going on, she's tried to be married. She tried to be a wife. She tried to be a good girlfriend and whatever, and the same results keep coming. Why that is, I don't know. Maybe it's just bad luck. Who knows? But I'm saying that the same way she sat down in that interview on Drink Champs and said men are disgusting, men are gross. Like, women can sit down and talk about men and how they are, but if us as men sit down and talk about women, then we're in the wrong. It's like, you can't have it both ways. I'm sorry. You just can't. And I'll leave it at that. Go ahead, my man.
Another thing, too, man, if a man's coming to you with respect and he's not coming at your name or anything, why not listen to what he has to say? Because he's not disrespecting you. He's looking at you respectfully as a woman. I don't. That's one thing women understand, too. Like, if a dude coming to you, he's not calling your name or anything, and he's just calmly talking to you, why not listen?
That's pain
doesn't
talking,
hurt,
man. That's pain talking. But anyways, dog, good conversation, man. Who did you help win today? Support the homies. Don't y'all forget the merch is out there. Hit me up if you got any hoodie requests or anything like that. Shout out to those that have been following the podcast, checking out the YouTube channel. Just posted the LeBron 7 collection. Put your music up there, man. Talk about that real quick before we jump off here.
I greatly appreciate it. Yes. So with the music, as people know, they probably didn't know, I've been getting more in production. So like I said, I got my equipment here. So I've been making beats for about a year. Thing is, like I said, man, people been talking about, man, we gonna come out with the music. Honestly, been getting my brand together. So like I said, Urban Gent, Sir Crumble, the Gent Lounge. So that's why I call my whole brand. Welcome to the Gent Lounge, beats and everything. So I've been doing beats for a year, got new equipment. Just got better at my craft, threw it out there, let AD listen to it. And then AD messed with it. And so he said, man, I can use it on podcast. I go ahead, shoot. I mean, that helps me out. Exactly. I threw it out there
That's
at
what
first.
I'm saying. Support the homies, bro. It's like we all got to figure out what ways we can help each other. And that's why I tell people all the time, it's like, if I can get my foot in the door, then I'm going to bust the door open so everybody can walk in behind me. But it's so many people that it's like, oh, I got my foot in the door. I'm going to try to close it so nobody else can walk in. It's like, bro, in today's society with the internet, everybody can eat. Shout out to my guy Reds Los Angeles. Like, that's his little hashtag, we all eat. But it's like, I literally feel that way. And ever since I started this podcast, I've tried to bring everybody that I know that's doing something positive on here so that whoever watches my channel, they can start following them. Shout out to Grip with the We Outside For Real podcast. Shout out Mario. My therapist made me do this podcast. Like I said earlier, DJ, the Married Man's Confession podcast, CO and the Doc podcast. Like, I know so many people that are doing great things, even with the clothing. Dante Established, Life's Journey, Chris, you know what I'm saying? Like, Chris Davis had the, oh God, my mind done went blank. But he had the clothing. And it's like, everybody's doing something, so why not put it out there? So if somebody's bored, like, you know what, man, Adrian mentioned this podcast, let me go check it out. Or vice versa. If somebody's listening to Grip or listening to Mario, you know, he keeps talking about this, I respectfully disagree. Let me go check it out. And then before you know it, now you got a fan. So why not help each other?
And what people don't understand is, if you look at all these big corporations and things, I'm going to go off the corporations I follow, you know, because it's the industry I'm interested in. You go off like Universal, or you go off of like even like Paramount, MGM. They got different areas where they got different companies, and they're all making money to make that main company a multi-million-dollar dynasty. And honestly, that's what you need to do. And I completely agree with you. Is like, you need to support everybody who's doing their thing. Like, I know I said something about Grip. I said something about Jarrell, who's doing his video games on, you know, he's doing his thing on that. You doing your thing. And like, I think we all need to help out each other. You really can't do it by yourself. And if anybody can get on and win, you know, and they bring somebody else, there's more money for the home team, and you can build around. That's how you build wealth within like the Black community, most definitely. And I think we can learn a lot from like the Jews and, you know, even the Hispanics and things, man, the Asians. Like, we can learn a lot from them because we can build that too. And so, you know, it's true, man. We all got to help out each other. Like I said, the music game, man, people know I've been doing this music thing for over 10 years, man. And like I said, got back in it, knew see some things need change, started doing the production. Like I said, I still get beats from people. I said, man, let me do this. Let me put this in. Because like I said, the last time I did, people say, hey, Charles, you're the reason why these sounds came together. If that's the case, I didn't get my own equipment and do it then. You know what I'm saying? I've been around too many people, man. So, you know, more music coming, man. Like I said, I'm going to put out a project myself. But like I said, I'm a producer as well. So like I said, for anybody else who, you know, needs some music, anything, even some tunes with a podcast, man, just hit me up. Like, just hit me up on Sir/Crumble on Instagram, or you can hit me up on CharlesCrumble84 at Gmail. I'm gonna make one for the Gin Lounge, but right now that's what I've been using. Just hit me up, man. Like I said, I'm all about collabing, and I'm all, because that's how you get better too. And like so that's what you got to do.
Good stuff. So we gonna leave it at that, man. Y'all like, subscribe, follow, YouTube channel. I'm gonna make sure to plug your Instagram and all that on here. So until we meet again, man, appreciate you.
Likewise, man. Appreciate being on the show.
Absolutely, man. We out.
Ass toasted, no competition. I'm Nisha coasting. I feel so high, I feel so live. My body's intertwined. I'm Nisha coasting. I feel so live, and I know why that I can't deny. I'm Nisha coasting. Giddy, fine wine, fools, malt liquor. Wish me